Hey guys, excuse me. I'm back with a different kind of video. I've seen quite a few of these. They're called book unhauls. If you guys are familiar with them, there's quite a few, and I use that to its full extent, of books I know for a fact that I'm not going to be either finishing or reading. And so I wanted to show you guys those books. I'm going to break this up into two parts because I have two separate bags. So one may be shorter than the other because one bag is smaller. Hopefully you guys don't mind. And I'm just going to get started. And because they're in bags, I have to pull them out. So sorry if you hear any crinkling or ruffling or whatever. I know this one's very loved on YouTube, and it is Lock and Key. And yes, I found this one at my library, so it has the old cover before they did the cover change. I read Dreamland by Sarah Dessen and really loved that one, but I don't know, it's just here lately. I haven't been in too big of a reading mood, and this one just doesn't interest me anymore for some reason. I'm not really sure why, but I'll donate this one to a friend or something. Or better yet, I could probably donate this to a hospital that has teenagers in there. Young teenagers, anyway. But yeah, that's the first one. I apologize for the closeness. I have to put them behind the computer. Another popular one on here is Confessions of a Shopaholic, the series. I have the first one, and it has the open flap thingy. It's again kind of like Lock and Key, where I heard a lot about it and grabbed it, and now I'm just not wanting to read it. So, yeah. Don't judge me on this one too much, guys. I'm getting rid of 50 Shades. I read up to the last 4 chapters, I think. I got to like 21 or something. And I just never finished it. And I don't really want to go back and try to finish it, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I'm getting rid of this one. This is a manga, and it's for the Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. I've read this countless times, so, but I'm just ready to get rid of it. I've read it probably 3, 4, maybe even 5 times, so, but yeah, I'm just ready to pass this one along. The Twilight graphic novel, volume 1. This got Bella on the cover. Sorry about the glare when I hold it up like that, but I've read this, and I've read volume 2, and I do like the Twilight series, but I'm not as big a fan as I was if you watched the Fiancé Tag. John actually mentioned that, how I was in a big phase into it for a while. But yeah, I'm just not as into it as I was, so it's getting passed on. I don't even think my library has volume 1 either, so that'll be a good one to give to them. They have volume 2, but not volume 1. I don't get it. Anyway. Getting rid of the Boleyn Inheritance by, I don't know if it's Philippa or Philippa. I believe it's Philippa though. But it's historical fiction. I read The White Queen by her. I wanted to get a lot of her books, but as the years went on, I just found myself not getting into historical fiction as much as I used to, so this one's gonna get donated. This is probably a classic to some people, and it is The Yearling. This is actually the 50th anniversary edition of The Yearling in the mass production paperback copy, but I received this like back when I was little. It was one of those where if you go into your school library, like elementary school, you could get a book for like a nickel or something. And that's where I had grabbed this one. Just because I had seen the cover and thought it'd be something I'd be into, but when I read the back, it wasn't something I was into, but I had kept it all this time thinking, oh, maybe I'll end up reading it. I still haven't, so it's gonna get donated as well. Sorry, my hair is bugging me. Another manga, this is Dancing the Vampire Bund. I believe there is 13 or 14 of these. This manga is actually pretty graphic, so if you are underage, I would not suggest it. Sorry, my phone went off, so I got distracted. But it's pretty graphic, so I wouldn't suggest it if you're underage. I believe it says for ages 16 and up, so I would recommend it for the older crowd, but for the younger crowd I wouldn't, because it's very graphic. The next one in here is Remember Me by Sophie Kinsella. I've actually tried to read this one before, and I couldn't for some reason. It just, something about it. I would get to like chapter 3 and just stop it, and that would happen a lot, so I don't know, it's just something about it. But yeah, this is, the girl, she wakes up and realizes that her life is completely different than what she thought, so interesting. But it's gonna get donated because I know I'm not gonna read this. There are, I think, 4 more in this bag. Yeah, 4. This one I lost the dust jacket for, and it's part of the House of Night series. It's Lenobia's Vow, if you guys are familiar with the House of Night series. I did actually read this one. I thought it was pretty good, but I know it's one I'm not going to reread, so it's getting passed. Another Sophie Kinsella book is Can You Keep a Secret? I actually have the hardcover. Oops, did not mean to bump my computer, but I actually have the hardcover. This is what it looks like underneath. And sorry, my friend Robin is texting me. But yeah, I got it because I thought the idea of the book seemed cool, but then again with the rest of them, as time went on, it just was one that I lost interest in, so it's getting donated. I'm also going to donate Dreamland by Sarah Destin. Again, I have the original cover before they did the cover change. And it was good. It was really intense. I was surprised by this actually, because I did read this one. But and it was pretty good, definitely. I think I gave this one either 4.5 or 5 stars. I cannot remember. I have to look at my Goodreads, which I can put that on the About Me tab if you guys are curious. But yeah, I just know it's not one I'm going to reread, so it's getting donated. And the last one in this bag is Where She Went by Gail Foreman. Inside. I did read If I Stay, but I read it so long ago that I've forgotten most of the details, so when I try to go into this, I'm lost. So I know it's just going to sit on my shelf until I'm in a reading mood again and I pick up If I Stay, which I don't know when that's going to be because I've been in a slump for over a year, which sucks, but yeah, this one's getting donated as well. That was the last one in that bag, guys, so I hope you enjoyed part 1, and stay tuned for part 2. Bye, guys.